Imagine waking up one day and waking up in sweat. All the skills you've learned, everything that you know is suddenly outdated. You are the dinosaur. Companies don't want you. They are replacing you with people who know AI, who know quantum, who know synthetic biology. That is what emerging technology can do to us if we don't prepare. My name is Professor Ruchin Kansal, and thank you so much for giving me a chance to be with you all today. I've had a career that spans consulting, industry, and education. I've consulted with companies on innovation, how to adapt new technologies, and how to really run businesses with technology, emergent technology. And today, I want to talk to you a little bit about what I have learned in terms of how we can predict, shape, and thrive in a technology future that is emerging and emergent. I want to talk to you about two things today. One, how can we predict what is emerging? And number two, how can we prepare and shape what emerges? Through my experience, I have summarized my learnings around how to predict around three lenses. The three lenses are the extension lens, the societal lens, and the convergence lens. Let me break that down for you. So let's do a deep dive into the three lenses. They are essentially three questions you can be asking yourself every day. Question number one, the extension lens. What happens if today's technology keeps improving? Think Moore's law. Computing power doubles every year. In fact, we are very close to making contact in space because of that. Think of societal lens as the second what. What human needs does this technology solve at scale? Or what human needs do we need technology to solve at scale? It was transportation in the past, iPhones. AI is very useful for businesses if applied correctly. And number three, convergence lens. What technologies are lying around that could come together and create a new solution? Think smartphones. They were phones, cameras, speaking devices, many things combined into one. Once you start to apply the three lenses of prediction, you can begin to see why a technology has emerged or might emerge. Let us apply these lenses to see if they could have predicted the rise of AI. Imagine when IBM Grandmaster beat a human at chess. That was the emergence of human-like capabilities in computers, aka artificial intelligence. By 2010, we saw convergence happening, high-speed CPUs, graphics, and different user interfaces. Everything that is needed for artificial intelligence to work. And by the way, data, and a lot of data computing. And number three, there are still many challenges, business and human, that technology needs to solve. We are short on skilled labor in many industries. We have complex problems to solve in business, in health, in space. And therefore, AI comes into play. So just by seeing around and using these lenses, we could have easily predicted the rise of AI. And if we apply the same lenses today, we can see where quantum is going, where synthetic biology is going, where space technology might go. However, if we only predict technology and don't prepare for it or shape it, we might be in a scenario where we become dinosaurs. We might not be the relevant ones in society. So how do we really prepare ourselves to always stay at least in tandem, if not one step ahead of emerging technology. If we can stay one step ahead, we can actually shape technology that is emerging. So I use a 2x2 framework that I use in my classrooms, in my sessions, to really inspire people to think about how they can continuously redevelop, redefine, re-innovate themselves. And here it is. It is a simple 2x2, and let me share it with you. Here is a view on how you can personally, individually think of how you can stay ahead or at least in tandem with emerging technologies. On the x-axis are human and digital skills. Human, who we are, and digital, what we can learn. And on the y-axis are core and catalyst skills. Core, we absolutely must invest in learning. Catalyst, if we invest in learning these, we can stay one step ahead. The core human skills, I qualify them as curiosity, number one, asking the what's, the whys, the hows, creativity, critical thinking and problem solving, communication and collaboration, essential core human skills. And if we can also combine them with some human catalyst skills like adaptability, learning agility, emotional intelligence, and grit and resilience, we start to really have a very strong portfolio of human skills that allow us to thrive in any environment. Now, combine that with the digital skills. At the very core in this day and age, there should be no one who doesn't have data and digital literacy. You don't have to be an AI programmer, LLM scientist, but you need to understand how data works and how digital technologies work. If, along with that, you can become very good at understanding ambient technology, what is out there today, and emergent technology, what might come because of what is out there today, think the three lenses, you now start to have a combination of skills and capabilities that not only help you prepare for the future, but to shape the future. I know the future feels ambiguous, uncertain, and sometimes we feel powerless. However, we don't need to. If we apply the three lenses, emergent, social, convergence, we can start to see patterns of what is and what might come. Pattern recognition is a very important core human skill that we thrive at. And number two, if we are willing to invest in our own skill development, not being static, but always learning, evolving, and being curious, we will always be able to be in demand, to be in tandem, and actually shape our future. So with that, let me leave you with these words. You can shape the future. Again, thank you for having me. Bye-bye.